Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Craft and Chat. Hopefully, everybody is doing good this morning. We're going to try to do this again and see if we're live. Yep, we're live. Good deal. And I turned my volume down. Yay! I remembered to do it this time. So, who all is in here this morning? There is Wendy at Hardneck Farms. Hello, Wendy. There's Joe Fix It for you. Good morning, my dear. How are you? They're saying hello to each other. Checking in and going back to sleep. Smoke alarms went off around 3:45 a.m. and I am tired. I can bet you are. Oh my gosh, that's no fun. And hopefully it just went off because like the batteries are low or something like that. It was not actually a fire. But since you said that so calmly, I'm sure that it's not a fire. There is Nanny Tam. Good morning. How are you, Nanny Tam? Wendy said, so much for sleep. Ugh. Good morning, Nanny Tam. See you soon. There is good morning. There is Lost Monkey Bongo. There is Rebecca Touched by Yarn. Good morning. There is Arlene. Good morning to you. Hopefully everybody's doing good. Brother Troy, how are you? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. There's Tamara, Heartland HQ with Dink and Tank. Yes. Good morning. Got my coffee, girl. You know I don't go anywhere without it, not even to the garden, okay? If I have to carry it on a knapsack, it's going with me. Speaking of the gardens, I have been out there this morning and am so excited about that. Boo! Piggy said, checking in. May go for my nap pretty soon. Yeah, I take an old people nap, but not this early. I wait till like 2:33, somewhere around in there. So if you ever call me and I don't answer, I'm taking my old people nap. There's Arlene. Good morning. Good morning to you. Everybody's saying hello. Good morning, Jerry and Susan. How are you? I have really gotten back into some knitting, guys, and I am so excited. It's that time of year where, it's not so hot and your knitting projects are not so hot and sticky on your lap and you're like, I don't even want to touch this. Okay. I got on long sleeves today because it's cool outside this morning and absolutely amazing. I'm so excited about that. I'm so ready for fall. So ready for fall. Nanny Tam said, love the hat. Thank you. I was given this hat by Megan's Fearless Adventures, and it's so a Megan hat too. But she gave it to her mama, so I appreciate it so much. Let's see, I'm trying to get this thing to where I can get to it easier. Tamara said, BRB, my screen is frozen. Okay, I hope it's not me. There is Dawn Hartwell. Good morning, Dawn. There's Ann Dale. She said, oh my gosh, I made it. Good morning. I'm making your lemon scrub as you speak. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you enjoy that, Anne. I really am. I love that smell. Oh, when it comes up with that hand scrub, it is absolutely amazing. I love it too. Rocks and Raccoon, that's Auntie Jan. Good morning, Auntie Jan. Hopefully you're doing good. Thank you. She said, no fire. All the smoke alarms went off for about 30 minutes. Wow. That's nuts. Everybody saying hello to everybody. That is so sweet. There's James Hall, everybody. James Hall's in here this morning. And there is Terry Crafty 333. Good morning to you. Let's see. There's Virginia Alexander. Good morning, Virginia. I hope you're doing good this morning. Everybody's saying hello to everybody. I love that. I love it, love it, love it. Okay. Virginia. There's the Bud Files. Good morning, the Bud Files. Hopefully you're doing good this morning. Good morning, everyone. I have some coconut oil hands right now. So I can't type much. No, I get that. It's either coconut oil or beeswax or shea butter. And yeah, you're just slicky Ricky. I mean, you can't hold on to anything for squat. I understand. I understand. Um, hey, all, and Yall says with her coconut oil fingers. Okay, so I made it to the bottom. Wow, aren't you guys proud of me? I made it to the bottom. Okay, I'm so excited this morning. Why am I so excited? I am so excited because I've been out in the garden. Um, and it's time to start doing the fall stuff, guys. Okay, you got to get your fall stuff either started in little pots or out in the gardens or whatever you want to do as far as what you're bringing in for your homestead. I love to try to eat seasonal. It's not how do I want to say it? It's not realistic to think you're going to get tomatoes in December or, January, unless you have like an indoor greenhouse or something like that. Then you'll get them. Tim, yay, this is the bottom. Yes, it is. So if you eat seasonal, then you're always eating from your garden the stuff that you planted, and you know what you did to it, you know how you treated it, you know how it came up. One thing I would say, Annie Jan said, I love your shirt and the hat. Oh my goodness, thank you. Well, the shirt is actually pretty awesome because the back, I don't know if I can show you, has a huge section that looks just like the front. So I love this shirt too. And I think it goes pretty good with the hat, and the hat keeps the sun off my head and out of my eyes. So when I'm out in the garden, I'm not picking bugs instead of or picking up a snake because I have a glare in my eyes. You always kind of need to wear a hat. And plus, it keeps the sun off your face, and that's good for you. Virginia Alexander said, I used my lemon balm and fresh honey lemonade yesterday for the first time. That is awesome. I hope you're still making that basil tea. I keep making my basil tea and I love it. I don't even make regular tea anymore, which much to Joey's dismay, but I do make it for him. I make it for him because he likes tea. Dawn Hartwell said, what are you going to plant for fall, Ginger? That shirt is so cute. Thank you so much. So I put some Brussels sprout seeds out this morning. I went to my local feed store yesterday, and hey, there's no shame in your game if they got plant starts. That just means you're that much farther ahead, right? So I went, and they have cauliflower and broccoli. So the bags that I had put out where the okra is, where I had planted directly in those bags, they still have good soil in them. So I bought a little 6-pack of broccoli and a 6-pack of cauliflower. Days to germination, if you start from seed, is about 60 to 70. And I think I'm good for that. So I'm going to put them out there because everything seems to grow amazing out there. The okra is doing amazing. I'm actually getting another, like a second run on spaghetti squash, which I have so much right now that I still have. And it's kind of like curing off to the side, and absolutely love spaghetti squash. Auntie Jan said that shirt is so amazing. I do love it because I love the way the back, kind of highlights whether I'm coming or going. You get my little cow pattern there. That's the funny thing about it. Virginia said, yes, she is still making her basil tea. That's so awesome. I just found a tomato plant about 12 inches tall. Sadly, it won't make it to any kind of harvest. Yeah. But don't pull it. Let it go. Let it do what it wants. Oh no, Nanny Tam, we are supposed to get a bad winter. We're probably due for one that's kind of a little on the harsh side. So I see Beth, BNS Odyssey. Good morning. I saw you last night, you and Neil. I saw y'all last night. Y'all did pretty good now, I gotta tell you. They were on Linda at Another Times live that she had last night, and it was actually so funny. Um, let's see. I read that one. We are due. I'm gonna say it was about 4 years ago, 5 years ago. Rainey was still around, and she was still quite active. She hadn't had started having any of those hip problems yet, and we had just I'm going to say we had probably 5 inches of snow on the deck, 5 or 6. And that is very unusual for us. Your okra is amazing. Yes, it is doing so good. I'm going to have to tell you, I've tried making some okra chips. And I've gone through 2 different recipes. Good thing I'm not buying this okra because I didn't like either one. So I'm going to try something very basic. I'm going to try to broil them again, which I've been doing that. I'm going to try to broil them again and just use a basic recipe: garlic powder, onion powder, salt, and pepper. I'm not going to do anything extravagant or go out there on a limb. Both recipes that I tried had a lot of spices involved. And, when it came down to it, I was like, this just doesn't taste good. I don't like it. So, and like I said, it's a good thing I'm not buying it, right? It was a gift from God. And I cannot believe that it's got ones way up at the top that are still going. And then it started rejuvenating at the bottom with more leaves. And I've got little ones at the bottom as well. So that's pretty darn amazing. I love that. There's Christy Betts. Good morning. There's Neil. Good morning, Neil. I was just saying, well, you probably heard me say that because you've been here. There's my brother Jesse. Good morning. Listening while getting ready to leave Oregon. Aw, I know it's the end of a journey, and you guys have had so much fun, and you've given us lots of great content for things that you've seen that we wouldn't be able to see normally. So thank you guys so much for taking us along on your journey, and all the fun you've had and the giggles. And you guys are so funny anyways. It's just like, laughter around you always. So I love that. And I want you guys to be careful, and hopefully if you're heading out today, maybe we'll get a traveling day live. What do you say there? He loves to go live and talk while he's on the road. Yes, Wendy Farms, according to Farmer's Almanac and Persimmon readings, we split 5 and all 5 were spoons. And that means that it's going to be a hard winter. Wendy said, hey, the Mod Father and his beautiful wife, Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa. Yes, they are. And I'm sure that Lisa has got so much organizing she's doing right now. She's like, hey, Vay, I just got my car is going back as full as it was when I came, probably. Nanny Tam, I am afraid the weather is going to get my watermelons before they mature. I planted the seeds too late. You just got to try. Virginia, you never give up trying. Okay. Don't ever throw in the towel and just say, whatever, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to go back inside and just sit on the couch. You're trying. You're seeing what works. It may be that our fall comes a little late, and the winter, which is what our experience has been lately, the past few years, our fall has come late, and our winter has lasted. And the worst part of it was like in January, February, and still in April. I was so ready to get in the ground and start digging, but we still had frost coming, and so I couldn't. So Neil is saying hello. Wow, I am just yakety yakking, which is all on par for the title here today and every day. Did y'all see all the new puppies? No. Who's got new puppies? Oh, at the Wild Huckleberry. No, I did not. I love a good puppy video. Oh my goodness. I love a good puppy video. We had 8 inches here since I've been here. Wow. Yeah, that was your worst year, or that's cumulative? Neil said, good morning, Ginger Snap. Yep. Ginger Snap. I used to, by the way, hate that in school to be called ginger snap because that was their way, kids are kids, and that was their way of making fun of me, was to call me ginger snap or the gingerbread man or something like that. That was their way of making fun of me. So she said, Nanny Tam said, "Oh, so sorry, Virginia. I pulled my carrots. They were pathetic. I've never gotten a good carrot harvest. I know when to say when, and I give up on the carrots. Maybe I'll try someday, but I've tried other things. So that's kind of what I'm saying. Don't throw in the towel. If you feel like you're beating your head against the wall on one thing, try something different. You may sit. That's what happened with me and okra. I mean, I just thought, you know what? I'm giving up on, I can't even remember what it was that I was not having good success with. And then I said, I'm just going to throw this okra in the ground because I have the seeds given to me by my sister Christine, Mrs. Gillum Farms. She was trying to impart some love on me. She said, you gotta meet me at my love here for okra, sister. So I planted them, and look at me now. That was like 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Yeah. So anytime said, oh, oh, my carrot's pathetic. A bunch started growing, might make it. Yeah, just leave them in the ground. You never know. I have heard that parsnips, and I do like parsnips, are better if you overwinter them. You put the seeds in the ground in the fall, let them overwinter, and then grow up in the spring. So it's like 180 days for, to harvest. But if it's a bed that you're not using currently, and you just want to see how it does, why not utilize it, right? What is it going to hurt if you have seeds and you have an open bed? Throw some parsnip seeds out there. I will say that I would suggest soaking them, even though they look like little feather light, and they are feather light, so watch out because they go everywhere. Feather light seeds, soak them. I've heard that that's the better way to go, and I have had some pretty good luck with parsnips, which is kind of weird because I didn't have very good luck with carrots, and they're both root vegetables. Let's see. Auntie Jan said, we're hoping and praying for rain today. Yeah, you know what? I have been praying for rain too, because I have not had any rain in like 2 weeks. And so I was praying for some rain as well. We did not get any yesterday. I could hear the thunder booming off in the distance. I could hear, I could see the rain clouds. I could see it all, and it went right by us. So the fact that my son always says we're the donut hole is no joke. We are always, it feels like the donut hole. Tamara says, just in case you're not listening, just in case you're listening and can't see chat, safe travels, lazy days ahead. Yes. Angels around you traveling today. No matter what time you embark on your journey. And I hope you have a lot of fun heading home, making your stops that you always stop at and that you love. And we love to see, those shorts are so entertaining. They are. He's an entertainment into himself. There's Miss Arlene. Did I already say it? I already said hello to Arlene, I think I did way earlier, but if I didn't, good morning again, Arlene. Good mid-morning. Yes, Nanny Tam says, please be safe on the road, Jesse and Lisa. Troy said, I thought I planted cucumbers about 2 months ago. Turns out tomato plants are now blooming. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I've got some tomato plants blooming, which I have props again today, people. I'm going to show you some things I got today, and hopefully this will inspire you to, no matter what you've got out there, how much stuff you've got out there, hopefully this will inspire you to give you that renewed energy for a garden. Um, let's see. Yep. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. That's exactly right, Christy. I mean, if you never even try, you never even got in the race, right? Get in the race, people. And the race is to get your health back and make sure that you eat seasonal from your garden. I planted radishes in a flower box last week and already have lots of growth. I'm so excited. I love radishes. You know, Tom Garvey, the keto cook, I absolutely love him. And he has another channel called The Sunday Dinner Chef. Hopefully, you know him and his wife, Meg's Mysteries, which that's Marie, his wife. He has, I don't know if you do this or not, Nanny Tam, taken radishes, cut them in half, and he roasts them with other vegetables, and they act like tomatoes. I mean, tomatoes. They act like potatoes when you roast them with like roasted peppers and radishes and chicken and maybe some tomatoes. They act like the potato when they're roasted, and they lose all of that bite that they have when you eat them when they're raw. I still haven't tried that yet. I want to so bad. I haven't had good luck with radishes either. Maybe I should do that. Nanny Tam, you just inspired me. I'm going to plant some radishes today too. I planted some Brussels sprouts. Those are a little bit longer. They're 85 to like 110 days, but Brussels sprouts overwinter very well. I have seen Brussels sprouts growing in snow. So that gives me hope. And if it doesn't come to fruition, or if it doesn't happen like I envisioned, then I will just adjust next year. I have seeds. Okay, people, I have seeds. We've all won seeds from Lori's World. We've all won seeds from giveaways with Jesse and Lisa, or on survival seeds. And you have those seeds. They're just sitting there, people. Go put them in some dirt, for heaven's sakes. Then you'll be able to eat. Sorry, I'm like preachy this morning about gardens. We have had such a wet summer for the desert Southwest. I told my husband that we're going to have a wet winter. Usually is how it goes here. Ugh, I'm so sorry. You know what? That's the time when you switch to pots. When the ground gets flooded, I switch to pots, and then that way I can move things in and out. Virginia said I planted more than I have in years. Watching you encourage me. Oh, Virginia, I am so excited about that. And there's such pride in eating out of your garden, you know? And you know, you've got all this skill under your belt now of, okay, last year I planted this here and it did really well, so I'm going to plant it there again. Or I moved this pot here and it gets better sunshine here, or, you know, and doesn't get that heat of the day sun. It's always a learning experience. You're always evolving for yourself. So that's amazing. Christy said, LOL, Troy, I threw some old seeds on the compost. I didn't know what they were. Had cantaloupes like crazy. I love that, Christy. That's what has happened with the pig pen, people. All of those knuckleheads, well, the green and white stripe pumpkins, I planted those and then put some of them down there. But the white heirlooms, the knucklehead pumpkins that are small and round, the knuckleheads that are tall and kind of like I Dream of Jeannie bottle shaped. That's the only thing I can think of right now. Love that show. All of those were pumpkins that we had gotten after Thanksgiving like 4 years ago, and threw them to the pigs when the pigs were in there. And then the pigs ate them. And then, you know, the seeds went out the other end. I forget what that's called, but there's a name for it out there. I can't remember what it is, but it's a process. Then also there's a bunch of seeds that were just left, you know, that they didn't eat all the insides of everything. And so many things germinated down there. Cherry tomatoes. I got spaghetti squash out the yin yang down there. Uh, White heirloom pumpkins, the knucklehead pumpkins, the short and the I dream of Jeannie bottle shape. So you you never know what's going to happen when you throw some seeds out there. So do it. Throw seeds. Just go throw seeds. Okay. Radishes are good, Wendy said. Yes, they are, Wendy. Let's see. Wendy said, I am going to plant carrots for fall. They like the cold. Yes, they do. They seem to be sweeter and more orange. They're prettier. I'm going to plant carrot. Oh, I just read that. Durr. Good morning, Wendy. Neil saying good morning. Yeah, that was cool, wasn't it, Tamara? That was pretty darn cool. And cantaloupes, hey, you can eat cantaloupes. Love it. They are amazing substitute for potatoes. So I guess you have done that. I had never heard of that until I saw a video, again, the Sunday dinner chef, Tom Garvey, the keto cook. Until I saw him do that, I had never even heard of that. So we learn so much from each other. We really do. And we get so much inspiration from each other. And I just love that. This is the first time I planted watermelon. That's exciting. I planted watermelon quite a few years back, and we had a pretty good harvest with it too. I haven't done it since then. I felt like for the real estate that I used, because it does take a lot of real estate for watermelon, that I didn't utilize it well. So, and I do love watermelon, but I love like pineapple. I love blueberries. Those are the things that I gravitate towards. But I do love watermelon as well. People are saying good morning. Let's see. Tamara said my volunteer tomato plant is about done. I got many tomatoes from it and just not very big. Still none wasted. There you go. That's it. Parsnips. Love. I'm going to plant them this week. Nice. Good job, Wendy. You go, girl. If anybody wants some hearty winter rock starts, let me know. Well, I'm curious, what are rock starts? I need to know this. Good morning, Bowen. How are you? I wear that shirt that I won that has your logo on it. I wear it all the time. It is such a beautiful shirt. I love the way it looks, and the feel of that shirt is just absolutely amazing. So the t-shirt itself is amazing. So yes. Never grew parsnips. Oh, they're super easy. Again, you know me, I don't work hard at it. I just throw the seeds in the ground. I give it a little water. Hopefully go with God. It does well. That's kind of what I do. But they do, from what I understand, they do overwinter, and it makes them much better. So try it. Try it. She said, Penny. Is Penny in here? Did I miss Penny? Oh, I did miss Penny. There is Penny. Penny Ortiz. Good morning, Penny. I hope you're doing well this morning. Thank you for coming in. Let's see. Same here, Rock Raccoon. I'm not sure what he was talking about. That was probably a side private conversation. So, well, not private because we're out here in public. I've never been able to grow a carrot. I'm definitely giving up. Don't say it like that. It's so dry here. Christy said, me too. Virginia said it rained all day yesterday. Oh man, I bet you were praising God for that. Let's see. That was me snoring from the jungle, Ginger. Okay. Me either, Nanny Tam. My carrots look like roots. I had one that looked like a pair of pants. I mean, it was like fat in the center, and then it had like two legs. I was like, what is this? This is not even a carrot. It looks like SpongeBob lost his pants in my dirt. It was weird. And they were really small too. So I didn't do so good at it. Penny says, good morning to everybody. Let's see. Virginia said, Who are you, Lost Monkey? I've heard you have another channel. I'm assuming the same. It is a second channel. Um, excuse me, Jesse. I could use a piece of red wood. So Jesse, Jerry would like a piece of red wood if you could pick one up on your way back. Neil said, I have a Bucky's Don't Tread on Me tumbler too. I got this from Mrs. Well, that says Gillum Farms, but I got this from Mrs. Gillum Farms the very first time we met in person at Pinecone Fest. She gave us like a just some stuff for me and Joey, and this was in there. So yeah, I love this cup. I love this cup, and she put that sticker on there. So there you go. I love this cup. I love all my cups, guys. Y'all know I love me some cups, right? I'm a cup fanatic. I need to figure out some kind of good system, and I've seen several good systems for my cups because they're just kind of all shoved in a cabinet. Some are turned upside down, right side up, next to each other, so I can get more in the area. Nanny Tam said, exactly, Tamara. They were 55 days to harvest. I left them for 120. Not one was more than 2 inches long and pencil thin. I know. I've had that same way. I might have gone that same way. How are you at James Hall? Virginia's wanting to know. Nice, Neil. Treasure Hunter Neil. That's a good cup. Yes, it is, Wendy. It sure is. And I know it's right up your alley as well. Nanny Tam said, I love Tom and Marie. I love them too. I love when they sit at the table and they do the little live where they're back and forth and back. I love those lives. I wish they would do more of them because they are so funny together. And isn't that what it is? I mean, you want to go out there on the internet when you sit down and you look at something, you want to go out there and you want to either be inspired, you want to learn something, or you want to just laugh, laugh your guts out. And they are absolutely so funny. I love them. Neil said, yes, I use my coffee. I use it for my coffee, Wendy. James Hall said, I'm okay. How are you? And how is your husband? Talking to Virginia. Yes, I do, Virginia, but the elder Simmons won't let me say yet. Okay. Let's see. Nanny Tam said, yes, Ginger, I fried them with onions. Best fried potato substitute. That's awesome. Yes. I love fried potatoes and onions. I didn't think to do that. Look at you go. Okay. So if I get some radishes, and I know they have a short harvest, seed to harvest. So that should be pretty easy to do. Hopefully, easier said than done. We'll try it. Okay. And I'll make a conscious effort to water them so that they'll turn out better. But I'm going to try that because I love fried taters and onions. Oh my gosh. Put a little Lowry seasoning salt on it. Eek. Nothing's better. I'm planting bunching onions today. Good job, Troy. Well, can I just suggest some lettuce as well? I say it all the time, guys. Look at your grocery list. Look at what you pick up in the produce department. If you can adjust it, like potatoes for radishes, if you can adjust it, do it. Grow it yourself. Spend less money at the store and utilize your yard and all of your garden beds and all those packs of seeds that you have stored up. Brussels sprouts took me a long time to grow, but I just think they're fun to watch grow. I know, Christy, I'm telling you, the ones that when you can buy the whole stalk with all they look like jingle bells, all over them with the Brussels sprouts. They only offer that like once a year in the produce department here and only one grocery store, Ingles, is the only one I've ever seen it at. I love to buy it. It's like $8 for the stock, but I still do it. I'm like, I love this. This is amazing. I'm sorry, my nose itches. Does that mean somebody's coming to see me? Isn't that what it means? Tamara, I'm sorry. She said, still using my ADL. I'm ADD this morning. LDA Bucky's tumbler from Pinecone Fest 2023. I know, such great memories, huh? Such great memories. And praise God for Julie. No cancer. They got everything they were going in after, because they were worried that it was entangled and they might not be able to get it all, or if they did, they'd have to take a part of something else. Praise God. All glory be to God. That's absolutely amazing. She and Worth are walking testimonies to God's grace and love and healing for us all. They really are walking. If you never witnessed a miracle, if you never saw a miracle or had a miracle happen, you've seen it. You've seen it. You've heard it. So yes, all glory be to God. Jerry, Penny said, Jerry, I just purchased 4 olive trees for orchard. I hear the people use the wood to make pens, silverware with it. Is this true? Yes, and they are beautiful. Penny sent me some pictures. I didn't want to say anything, Penny, because I know some private people like things to stay private. She did share some pictures of those olive trees with me, and they're absolutely beautiful. I wish my daughter would make me another Weather People cup. Huh. I don't think I've ever seen a Weather People cup. We need to go to Bucky's, Neil. Just haven't made it to Springfield yet. The parsnips, Nanny Tam. Okay. No, Christy, radishes. Okay. I see where that conversation was going. Jerry said, Penny, that yes, that is true. I got some from Israel. Oh, that's awesome. Good deal. Radishes that taste like potatoes. Well, when you cook them, they act like a potato. And they lose all of their bite that they have when they're raw. So they kind of, a potato is kind of very generic. It's kind of like rice, very generic. So you can add to it whatever spices or oils, avocado oil, grapeseed oil, whatever, olive oil, whatever kind of oil you want to use, you can add to it to add flavor, and then your spices and herbs. So anyways, yeah, I'm talking a lot with my hands today. I kind of look like freaking Gavin Newsom. So let's stop that. It makes some awesome pens. That's awesome. I love that, Jerry. That's amazing. Not a perfect match, but so close. Yes. Satisfied my craving for potatoes. Yes. And, you can get used to new things that kind of produce newer cravings. You never know. They're building a Bucky's in a town not far from us called Ruston, Louisiana. Okay. That's awesome, Neil. You'll have one closer. I grew some potatoes this year. We had a wet spring, some planted in ground rotten, ones in grow bags did great. I need more grow bags. Yes. Well, you got to get on that survival seed giveaway on Sundays, because sometimes that wheel lands on those grow bags, and you can get like a 8-pack of the three, I think it's 3, not 3 pound. Maybe it is 3 pound grow bags. And those are pretty good. Wait. Oh yeah. You are low carb. Yes, she is. And she has done very well and lost a lot of weight and changed a lot of her health test results. So she's done very good with that. Penny said, I plan on using the wood to smoke my meats, fish with Jerry. Okay, that sounds good too. Jesse said, out the yin yang old saying. Who does that? Me do. Yes, I do. So let's see. Neil said hello to Jesse and Lisa. Yes, Christy, I'm down 56 pounds this morning. Got my lab results. Absolutely everything within target range and no longer considered diabetic. That is awesome. Nanny Tam, that just shows you. Let's go back to that. Hard work pays off. See, she's moved some of her cravings for some things and fulfilled it with something else that is equally satisfying. That is amazing. Yes. Awesome. Nanny Tamara says, you are a rock star, says Christy. James says, congrats. Who says, oy vey, besides me? Well, I say it too. Me and you, Beth, we both say, oy vey. Sometimes you got to say it with an Italian accent, but most of the time I just say, oy vey. And that's my disappointed voice, I guess you would say. Jesse and Lisa, I'm so grateful we got to meet each other for lunch while you were here in Oregon. That is so amazing. Rock starts. Sounds like a hoodie time joke for Ginger. Okay, yeah, I know. Hoodie. I don't have a hoodie today. I'm sorry. James Hall said, Virginia, are you still in here? I guess he wants to ask you something. Nanny Tam said, oh, thanks, y'all. I'm feeling love. Neil said, that is such great news. And that is the heart face. Like, I thank you guys. I feel it. James said, hey, I want to be a rock star. Okay. I don't know, James. I'm not sure what's going on. Wait. Tamara said, LOL, James, I got some. What are y'all talking about? I have no idea. I guess it is a hoodie moment for me. Jesse, you can text me and explain it to me later. Yes, meeting Penny was a highlight of our trip to Roseburg, Oregon. Yes. Tamara said, rock starts, that is. Okay, you didn't respond to my question, so I didn't know if you were still here. That yellow will wake you up. You're a rock star to this community. Yes, Tamara, she is. Dawn said, I love that cup. Thank you, Dawn. I need that mug. Oh my God, please tell me where to get one. If you're talking about this one, Buc-ee's. That's where Christine got this for me. Like I said, at Pinecone Fest 2 years ago, maybe 3, almost 3 years ago. Wow, that was a long time ago. I didn't see it, Virginia said. Thank you, Tamara. And Bowen with Neil. Beth is putting some flowers up for you. Virginia, I said I'm okay and asked you how you are as well as your husband. Oh, there you go. Good morning. Let's see. Oh, there's Faye's Place. Good morning. Thank you. I'm glad you caught us live too. Julie Cook said Danny King at Deep South Homestead has an excellent short manual on how to grow success with carrots. Just an idea. He does have a lot of good stuff, doesn't he? There's good morning. Hey, Johnny busts in the door saying nice hat. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you. Hopefully you're doing good. Johnny and Christine will be on this evening. I almost said chilling with the Gillums. It's Homestead Hangout night, as y'all know, later on this evening. Gosh, it's almost, I can't believe I've been talking for 45 minutes because I have props. I have things to show you guys. Virginia said, James Hall, thanks for asking. Hubby has been stable, but still on hospice. We take one day at a time. That's right. Put one foot in front of the other and praise God you're able to do that. There is Lauren. Hi, making it home. She said, hi, Ginger. Great to see you. Great to see you too. Thank you for coming in. Julie and everybody saying hello to everybody. Good morning, all. Driving and can't tag. He's probably on his way to an auction of some sort. Everybody saying good morning. Oh, that's so awesome. Thank you, guys. Bowen said, I'm doing good, Ginger. Glad you enjoy your shirt. writing something for Sunday. I'm trying to get back in the saddle. Sounds good. Wendy said, drive safe, Johnny. Julie Cook is saying hello to people. And Base Place said, even if you don't have a yard, if you have pots, then you can grow. Yes, absolutely. Just simmer them in salted water till cooked, fork tender. Fry them with onions, ginger. That is in reference to the radishes. So that's awesome. I can't wait to try that. I'm telling you, Nantim, you have inspired me. I'm going to try radishes right now. I seem to try them in the spring and they don't work out as well. So maybe if I try them in fall, they'll work out much better. Base Place said, Granny always said, if your nose itches when you're going to kiss a fool. Okay, well, that's probably not going to happen today. Let's see. Everybody saying good morning to Johnny and Julie and Face Place. Let's see. James said, I was always told that if your nose itches, you're going to kiss a fool too. Okay, so I guess that's it. Well, Joey, hurry up and get home. And Dale said, hallelujah. Yes. Yep. Yes. Praise the Lord for Julie and Worth and for their loved ones. I'm sure is what she meant. Wendy said, God is good. She did mean loved ones. There it is. Anne said, thank you all. Please continue. Yes, keep them in continued prayers. Tamara said, God is good. That's right. All in time. Yes. Rebecca said, I have seen miracles in my family and for other people. Me as well. Yes. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Yes. Let's see. Good morning, Lauren and Joel. Nanny Tam saying good morning. Tamara's laughing at me because if you can't laugh at your friends, who can you laugh at? I don't know what I did, but it's probably something stupid. I have a beautiful cross made from olive wood from Israel that my parents gave me. Just beautiful. That is awesome, Dawn. Julie said, I don't care for cauliflower substitution for potatoes. Give me potatoes or give me death. Yeah, I don't like cauliflower rice either because cauliflower is not rice. Okay, let's just not get that twisted. Rice is rice. And cauliflower, I actually like it more in a salad than I do like cooked, but I can do it cooked as well. I do like it. So we'll see how it turns out. But I think what she was referring to, Julie, is radishes because they act like a potato when they're cooked and they lose all that bite. Christy said, I want to try that with radishes. Ate up the potatoes I grew, so I have to buy them now. Yeah, I hate when I, have to go to the store and buy something that I'm out of. We want to visit Israel. Yes, I agree, Julie Cook. Is what James says. Sounds beautiful, Dawn. Right, James? Julie said. It's Dink and Tank. Yes, that is Heartland HQ with Dink and Tank. Let's see. Chrissy said 3-gallon grow bags. I got 4 from Andale. Love them. Yes, probably from her giveaway on Tuesday. Bacon, eggs, hash browns, and toast for breakfast. Ooh, James, you go, boy. That sounds good. Yeah, Nanny Tam did awesome. Yep. Whoop, whoop for Nanny Tam. Penny said, I am loving your hat, Ginger. Thank you. It would look so good with my boots. If you ever don't want it anymore, think of me. I'm just saying. Okay. I will. Scrambled eggs with cheese sandwich. I didn't have potatoes to make hash browns. I could have made them with sweet potatoes. Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds good. If you ever heard of people talking worm castings, biochar, etc., Walmart is clearancing them here. So maybe yours does also. Ooh, I'll have to check, Terry, because I like when they start clearancing things from the garden section. I go in with credit card in hand, ready to, tally it up, my savings. I found some yarn on sale the other day. Yes, the yellow cup. The yellow cup is amazing. And again, Christine, Mrs. Gillum Farms, first time I ever met her, Pinecone Fest, almost 3 years ago. Gave her the biggest hug, and Tony at our cabin in the woods and Angie's dogs were there. They were walking with them, and their dogs got wrapped around our our legs while we were hugging so long, and we almost both fell. So, yes, this is an amazing cup. And on the other side is Gillum Farms. This was actually before Christine had her own sticker. Yeah, so that'll tell you how long ago that was. I love this cup. Thank you, sister. Let's see. Nanny Tam said, I need a new profile pic, but heads up, when you lose weight, you age super fast. I see my granny in the mirror. I see my granny too. I like to talk to her, but not in the mirror. I compost for worms, make my own biochar on a limited budget. Oh, nice. Good deal. Well, Wendy, definitely you and Wendy have a lot in common. Hey, there is Critter Creek. Hello, Mickey. He said, digging that hat. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank all you guys for coming in. I love it. Yes. Terry said, oh, Nanny Tam, see my mom need to lose weight. Also though, congratulations on the loss. Yeah, she has done an awesome job and she's stuck to her guns. Hit that like button. Thank you, Andale. I appreciate that. Christy said, my grandmother had no wrinkles, but she carried an umbrella in the sun, called it her parasol. I love that. That's so sweet. I used to have a doll that had a parasol, and I loved it. Thank you, Andale. I did not forget to hit the like button. Thank you. Thank you. James Hall said, God is good all the time, and all the time, God is good. That's right. Aw, thanks, Tamra. Everybody's saying hello to Mickey. It was the Newsom comment. That's why you laughed. We are the same spirit animal. We are, Tamra. We really are. Dawn, that's awesome. Each of my olive trees are each from different regions: Italy, France, Greece, and California. Nice. Good morning, Aunt Linda. Oh my gosh, sending loves and hugs to you. Thank you so much. She said, love the hat. Let's see. Oh, James, I'm going to try shedding some radishes and see how that works for hash browns. Oh, that sounds like a good idea. Make sure to parboil them like they do, because that's how they turn out so good when you buy them frozen. Parboil them and then fry them. It doesn't take as long and they crisp up and they're done. So, love your name, Linda. My mother's name, same spelling. Oh, yes, Aunt Linda lives in Arizona. Okay, James wants to know how they turn out. And Nancy M said, I will. Oh, wow, that's a long list of hellos. Mickey is saying hi to everybody. Man, he is on it. Ba-bam, 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 ba-bam. We have another obligation run at the same time as Pinecone Fest, so that's why you don't see us there. Oh, okay, Neil. Understood. My grandfather grew huge gardens, but my grandmother canned it all up. Nice. Well, that's how you preserve it and get yourself, set up for the winter to come. That is so sweet, Christy. Yeah, I remember my grandma doing some cannons too. I used some canning as well. I use daikon radishes when I cook a roast instead of potatoes. I also put turnips and rutabagas and carrots, of course. Nice. No, she canned. LOL. He didn't make her crazy. Well, he probably did a little bit of that too. I mean, good morning, Ed. Good morning, Ed. Did I miss it, Ed? Oh, I did. Dang it. I am so sorry, Ed. Hello, Ed. Whistle Stop Homestead. Rebecca said she already said that. I already did that. Let's see. Neil said, I used to grow a vegetable and herb garden. Well, get back on it, Neil. Get back on it. Some things you can, yes, Mickey is so talented. Sometimes you can just put stuff out there in the ground and God will take care of it, which is what's happened for the pumpkins and the okra and the spaghetti squash, because I have not watered any of that stuff. I let the good Lord do all that. Okay, time for me to show you before we have to go, because it's 55 minutes in. So this is what I was out getting this morning. This is why I'm trying to encourage everybody to plant right now, just so you can alleviate some of the cost from your grocery store and some of the reluctance to buy things because you don't know where they came from. You don't know how they were treated when they were growing. So I went out this morning and I picked a variety of lettuces. So I have my red lettuce here that I'm growing in a pot. I have my little purple, this is called red Russian kale. Love this. I have some, I need to get over here. I have some Swiss chard, absolutely beautiful. And I picked a little bit of everything. This is a basic, like, just green leaf lettuce. And then I have some big dinosaur kale back here. So this is going to be an awesome base for a salad. Then the pièce de résistance I got from the garden, banana peppers, sweet banana peppers, jalapenos, and those probably are not sweet. They're probably very hot. Big, fat, beautiful tomato. Well, that's not so beautiful because I had it sitting on something and imprinted, but gorgeous tomato. And then all these little globe cherry tomatoes. These things are so good. Oh my gosh. Half the time they don't make it back in the house, especially if they're this red and ripe and beautiful. So guys, look, this is a salad out of my garden. Okay. Don't need to buy tomatoes at the grocery store. Don't need to buy lettuce at the grocery store. The Swiss chard and the red lettuce are both in containers. The kale, the big kale, dinosaur kale, and this basic lettuce, green leaf lettuce, is in a like a trough thing that I have that's a raised bed garden. Those are in that. The cherry tomatoes or globe tomatoes are in a raised bed garden. The big tomatoes are in some tubes that we put the edge of our, they're like for not gutters. What would you call that? Not a gutter, but they go down for runoff and stuff like that. I know the word, I just can't think of it. And that's all a part of being almost 60, Jesse. I'm almost 60 and I can't think of my words. It'll come to me later when I'm off the live. Anyways, that we took those pipes and cut them. And Joey, well, I say we, that's the figurative we. Joey cut them. And we stood them up next to our porch. And we do deep roots. This would be what it's good for these tomatoes, because tomatoes roots go way down. So the tomatoes always do so amazing in those tubes. Culvert, like a culvert tube, that's what I was thinking of. Anyways, these little pot, all of this stuff, none of this came from growing in the actual ground gardens. These are all either raised bed gardens or pots. So this goes to show you what you can do in pots in the winter. That way you can keep some of that. Now, the tomatoes, I won't be able to keep those. But the lettuce, I can keep doing that. I can keep doing the peppers as long as I keep some heat in there. But down pipes, there you go. That too. Everybody's filling in the word for me. They know what I'm trying to say. They're like, here, let me help you with the word. I'll give it to you. So just, guys, don't give up on your gardens. There's a lot of stuff pulling. I got to go out there. I'm probably going to pull the rest of my survival seeds garden because it's down to pretty much nothing. But I'm going to do a little video on that probably later today or tonight and then put it out maybe tomorrow. But that's rounding out. But pots, I'm now planting in pots, or if you have a green stalk, I'm planting in my green stalks because they're mobile. I can move them, not worried about them getting super hit super bad. And I'll still have all these wonderful items that I can make my own salads at home. And I don't need the grocery store for it. Would I love some celery? Yes, I have tried celery. I can't grow it very well. Would I could go get some chives from the block garden. I've got marigolds coming out of my yin yang, so I could actually put some of those marigolds in there, just pick the petals off. I do not suggest eating the bottom head of the flower, the green part, because that is like a really, really chewy and it doesn't taste very good. So, but the petals are wonderful. The center of the flower is wonderful. So anyways, that was kind of my inspiration and my little bit of show and tell today. So let's see, let me go back up, and I think it's almost our time. Let's see. Yes, Beth said culvert. Thank you so much, guys, for filling in that word. Told you. I'm thinking of fixing some French toast in the iron skillet. Who wants some? Oh, I bet Beth does. She's right there beside you. She's like, yeah, go on with your bad self. There it is. So much better than store-bought, safer and healthier. Yes, absolutely. Me, Neil, French toast. Yeah, everybody said, me. I'll have some. Tamara, Ginger, everyone have an amazing day. Love to you all. Love you too, Tamara. Thank you so much for coming in and hanging around. I love you, girl. You as well, Heartland. Have a blessed day. Everybody's telling her to have a blessed day. That's right. Everyone have a blessed day. That's right. Two Doves, Bees, and Gardens, thank you for coming in. We are about to round it out, but I appreciate that. Celery starts out okay for me, then dies. Yeah, me too. And I never can get it to where it's big and it tastes good. It just comes up really skinny and it doesn't taste good. It's like, bleh. Yes, have a wonderful and blessed day. Amazing live as always, Ginger. Thank you, and see you later in chat. Much love. Oh, thank you, Nanny Tam. Ed said, I do. I think he wants some French toast. Y'all have a great day, Penny says. And Ginger, I would love that big tomato for a tomato sandwich. Yes, Aunt Linda, a tomato sandwich is the way to go. Isn't it awesome? I just recycled a jumbo pool noodle, cut it in half, and planted store-bought ginger and tarragon inside them. Wow, what an awesome idea, Penny. That is super cool. And they have so many of those pool noodles on clearance. So, yeah, guys, don't forget, tonight is Homestead Hangout. Starts with Gillum Farms at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go over there and see Johnny and Christine and have some laughs and see what's going on for them. Virginia said, thank you all for the prayers. Yes, we're going to keep you and your hubby in prayer, Virginia. Have you ever tried putting the bottom of a store-bought celery in water? It could happen. Yes, I did. And I actually got, the center is the most tender part, and that's what I love the best. And I got those to regrow, and they were pretty good. The rate that they were coming up and the bottom, I kept changing the water and everything. But it just ended up kind of petering out, but that's okay. That's okay. It is okay. I make up for it with all the other stuff. And I have okra, which I love in my salads raw. And it kind of acts like celery does. It gives you that little bit of crunch and it's not snotty. So that's amazing. So I'll probably go grab some okra to add to my big old salad that I'm going to have tonight. All right, guys. I love you all. I hope you all have an amazing day, a blessed day. Thank you for coming in here. And we will see you in chats tonight for Chilling with the Gillums. Okay. Love you. Have a good day, everybody.